Lollies, big announcement on a Friday. Lollies.
Yes, yes, yes. So essentially, we had a lot of discussion. Devon, Scott, Rajiv, and myself, we sat down and we said, what is the next challenge? At the time, we didn't know what it was. I was like, I'm gonna come out with my own cereal. I'm gonna come out with my own like stationary items. So I didn't yet know. That was approximately a year and a half ago. And then as of 7 months ago, we sat down and we came to the realization that, hey, it's about time we come out with a product. The inspiration, or slightly leaning on the inspiration side, was, I'm not sure if you're familiar with Logan Paul and KSI. They have a
Yeah.
brand of drink that they have on the market, and that sort of influences a little bit. But as I mentioned to you, Kevin Hart is a big inspiration. As a, he has a lot of books. He has his own Heartbeat online platform. He's just in many different things at the same time. So I wanted a new challenge, as well as one of the big issues was not being able to afford, because I want to do a movie. So I wasn't able to afford the production of a movie. So I came up with that idea. How about we open a business and that revenue pay for the bigger production of things that we'd like to do, not knowing the extent of what Certified Scoop was. Honestly speaking, it was just an option to have a different revenue source. And then when I saw the response in the first week or two, I realized it was something different, absolutely different. So we had to take a different approach now, and it's more of a full-time job as well. Doing content and handling Certified Scoop is not an easy thing at all, but it's something that I know is going to be worthwhile in the future.
So you spoke about the example of Logan Paul and KSI. You spoke about when you were brainstorming with your team with cereal, stationery, this, that. I'm
Yeah,
sure you had some other things in in
yeah,
your head
yeah,
as well.
yeah.
But why lollies? Like, what made you land on lollies?
So it's ice cream in general. It's supposed to be an ice cream shop at first, but
Okay,
things
okay,
didn't go as planned. So I left all that part. My apologies, just the excitement of the conversation. But the first idea was an ice cream shop called Certified Scoop, and that didn't go as planned, with like the person who was outfit the store, do up the plan for the store. That didn't go as planned, but I needed to start it because I know how my mindset is. It's like I just need to start it now. Certified Scoop isn't just lollies; it's a line of ice cream. Lollies is just the first process of the business, and then different
okay.
items would come after, such as pints, 1 liter, 2 liter buckets, then the ice cream store. So I have different variations that are going to come out very, very soon. I'm going to drop some dates for that as well. But the love for it at the time, when I was thinking, okay, if we can't open the ice cream shop, what could we do? The love for it was remembering, and I can call them Flavorite. I remember when I was younger and going after a Flavorite lolly man bike, the bike now, and the joy that was. They had the small 4 ounce cup, I think it was. The one with the penguin in front of the pack, and all of those sort of stuff made you feel good as a child. And
Yeah, the
run into mommy,
Milkies.
get,
Remember the
yes,
Milkies they had
woo,
too?
the Milkies, run into mommy to get $10 to go and buy a whole heap of ice cream on the time. It had some sort of kid-like feeling, joy to it. So I wanted to, some things are blessings in disguise. So because I couldn't get to open the ice cream shop, I was sort of like brainstorming, and I was like, I want to bring back that funness in ice cream itself. So I was coming out with ice cream and pint at first, but I said, not ice cream and pint, lollies and pint, but I said, let's do the lollies at first, and sort of just bring back that fun feeling of hey, with the lolly man. Tell the lolly man come, I want lolly. So that was the process there, man.
But I love how you tell that story because that happens all the time when you
Yeah.
start with an idea, then you start to try and execute the idea, then you realize instead of going up the road now, we had to turn right, then we had to go
Yeah.
back down the road, then make a left.
You know my back road, and dead ends I reach. I was like, ain't no way. I had to start over. We had to
Yeah.
mesh minds together. And I would say though, I'm very proud to say this. This is something that Devon, myself, and Rajiv is working on. and no help elsewhere, no help in hand. This is something that we all pull up our resources, talents, and we said, you know what, let's do this. So I work on marketing, Devon with production, Rajiv with the business mind, and everybody financially.
Nice one, nice one. Yeah, I like that because again, we touched on this earlier, it takes a team. It's not just you, it takes a team.
It takes a team, definitely. Something like this you can't do by yourself, man. Unless you're like a really, really, really good. As a matter of fact, it's not possible to do by yourself.
So Jamel, what type of lollies you currently have on offer?
It's a variation of ice and milk. If I can take the time to go through some of the flavors, I'd absolutely love that. This is cola champagne, if you can see that correctly. I have cream soda as well. And these flavors are sort of, again, the ones I would bring that, hey, when I was younger type thing. Apple. This is the iced lollies. And we also have milk, the peanuts, which personally is my favorite. The strawberry at the moment. Cookies and cream, which everybody seems to love. And coconut, which is another one of my favorite. And also my girlfriend is the one who did the designs for the packs. She's a graphic designer. So when I mention it takes a team to make it happen. Everybody put their talents together to create this. What we're trying to do as well is sort of push that youth entrepreneurship. Sometimes you feel like you have to be extremely older to be successful or have a business or have many different things in life. What I try to push, as cliche as it may sound, is that youth entrepreneurship, and I want to show essentially that it is possible. Hard work will carry a very fine life. So
nice, man. Yeah, I love that. So what is the right? So you said your girlfriend Sophia, I believe is her name, right? Yeah. Right. So you said Sophia, she did all the graphic design and everything for the label and everything, right? What's the story behind the packaging? Why it's so hard to open?
So it's extremely easy to open. Most people don't know. You just push and it's open.
Okay.
You just push and it's open. Right. Even the milk, you just push and it's open. But if you try to do it like this, it's gonna be extremely hard. That's just the heat press process of the packs.
So the viewers will see me doing exactly that, because at first when I was opening it, I was trying to open it the traditional way, right? But then I saw the space in the middle and I was like, oh, well, maybe he changed it, because I remember seeing people saying that it's kind of hard to open.
Yeah.
I
didn't change it. At the time, the heat press process was a little bit too good on the pack. That's the best way I can say it.
Fair enough.
For some people, I saw some of the videos as well, it was definitely difficult for them to open. But we rectified our situation then by showing how to open.
You spoke about how the three of y'all, or mainly the three of y'all, put your heads together, come up with everything. Did that include financing the business as well, or did you have to go on?
Yeah, we all collectively came together in many different strengths of the team, and if there's one aspect we worked together on was financially, and we came together, pull up some of our personal funds to make sure that this happened. And I don't know, man, I'm grateful to my friends for believing in the process enough to say, hey, we're going to help you make this happen, and we're going to be a part of the process as well with you. So I thank them a lot. Everybody, again, worked together using their talents and trying to take it to the next level, hopefully out of the country, regionally, then internationally as well too.
Yeah. Now, the reason I ask is because, so again, similar things with Foodie Nation. People don't see, they only see the content, they see the views, they see the engagement, but they don't see that part of the business, and that sometimes, you had to be footing the bill, putting money into your business, you kind of, you had to eat a little less, you can't cut your hair, little things,
Yeah. Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
The financial part of a business, you have to be okay with for the first couple of months or even years for some, that sometimes you might even break even. It's just the investment part of the business. And I look at it as when I invested in myself to to have
Definitely.
Certified Sampson reach where I would have liked it to reach. It's the same thing, same sort of energy that I'm putting with Certified School, because I do deliveries as well. I pack out on the shelves. I call supermarkets to make the orders. I make sure and find myself get some dry ice other than some of the distribution guys who's on our team. Find some dry ice, and if a client is close, I would go drop the items and pack it out. Funny enough, somebody said, "I thought you guys do videos. You shall packer now?" I say, "Yes, yes I am. Yes I am." And I didn't need to elaborate and say I'm packing my own item or not, nothing like that.
Yeah,
I said, "Yes
yeah,
I am. Yes I am." And doing this made me realize as well how difficult this job is. Merchandiser, sales rep,
yeah.
distribution. It is not an easy thing at all. So I commend every one of them who take on that job, man. Trust me.
Yeah, I think that's the beauty about entrepreneurship. We, persons like us, Jamel, we had to fit many shoes. You're doing everything. You as the chief, you literally doing everything. You know, that's something people
Everything.
don't
Yeah.
see. Your hand is in everything. Yeah, you see, they
Yeah.
might see a little picture, you looking nice, you're well dressed, you and your girl, you and your mom, whatever, but
Ah,
they didn't see any struggle, you know?
he had us be dropping. I just get a lot when I finish the day, and then I had to come home to do a skit to make people laugh. That is the most challenging part. After a hard day outside, to come home to try to make people laugh is a difficult thing. But I also understand that this is what I chose. This is what I choose
Right.
to embark on, and I understand the responsibilities to make this happen. And I also understand there's a lot of people looking from outside in for motivation as well too. And I want to be a good example, because if this doesn't work, if some content creator come out with a product, nah, it didn't work with Samson. We good. We good. We good. We good. Don't bring that product here. So I'm trying my utmost best to make sure I keep the customer service and the fluidity of the business as well.
What was like one of the biggest challenges thus far with the lollies?
Financially, that was the
Financial.
biggest
Okay.
challenge. That was the
Okay.
biggest challenge so far, because we were growing at a point where we have credit customers. So when the credit customers finish and they want more, that's even a next credit customer again, and that cycle continues. So to constantly have the cash flow to produce the product while having credit customers was a challenging one, I would say still is, but we're trying as much as possible. And I thank a lot of the supermarkets for working with me and reducing some of the wait time as well too,
Right.
to supporting youth entrepreneurship as well. And they essentially just making sure that, hey, we survive in this world of business.
So is it that you do not want to go to the bank at all, or are you like looking for private investment, or none of the above?
So we know the option for the bank is there when we see it fit to have that option explored. We would. Investors are also something that we're looking for as well, but the right investor is very important, because this is something that was built off of Certified Sampson as well, and I know hard I worked to reach to the point where this could even happen. So
Yeah.
we just want to be careful with everything that we do from now go forward, because as I mentioned before, it's even shocking me the way people are receiving the product and the amount of love that they're showing and support. But it could look good, but it have to taste good as well. And I'm seeing reoccurring customers, I'm seeing reoccurring people, and we're trying our best to get it as perfect as possible for the consumers.
Yeah. Just to touch on like what you said about investment and financing, like when outside investment comes in, that's same way how you have your certified Samson brand. We have our brand. We don't want to change our brand. We are the
Yeah,
brand.
yeah,
Our way of thinking is the brand. If
yeah,
we bring in an external party,
yeah,
they would have some sort of say. It might be small, but they would have a say. So
yeah,
is that
yeah.
how you're thinking?
I'm not thinking like that only, but yes, it's a part of it. But I'm also thinking about, we have a story behind this product. We have a story, and we're looking for someone that could add value to that story, not just monetarily come in and give money. And no, we want to be able to sort of integrate whoever comes on board, if we seek that option in the future, to be a
Right.
part of the brand as well too, and understand what we're trying to do. And this is a lot bigger than Certified Sampson has a product on the shelf. This is big to the point where I'm trying to show that sort of hard work from content creation and sort of get content creation to get a lot more respect than they're already getting.
No, I feel you. Yeah. No, I feel you. Yeah, 100%. So you spoke about customer feedback. So I was actually going to bring this up a little later, but since you brought it up, we could talk about it one time. So I see it too because I follow you. So I see all the time when persons would tag you and, you know, they show their reaction, show them purchasing the lollies, which I quite frankly love. You know, maybe some people may not like you posting that every day, but I love it. You know why? Because it shows community. Now, in our space, it's important to show that and to prove it because again, if you're talking about online marketing, content creation, a lot of people still have this view that it don't work. You know what I mean? So it's
exactly
good. So what you are showing proof. You know, basically, you know.
Unconsciously didn't know that is what I was doing, but you hit the nail on the head by saying what you said is like proof of concept, essentially, that hey, we have an online community, we have people who like what we do and they're showing support. And especially with sometimes I would see somebody purchase it based on just seeing it's a new product. And that sort of bring joy as well, is that consumers want options. They love options, which is good as well for our business. So yeah, man.
Yeah, definitely. So I actually tried most of the flavors today, Jamel. I went food hall and well, I had to go there for something else, but I actually took the opportunity because I was like, well, let me see if they're there one time, and they were all there, thankfully. So I was able to get it right there one time now. So I will include.
I would love your feedback. Yeah.
Yeah. No, well, I'm gonna tell him my feedback now, but I'm gonna include the video of me trying it now because I tried it on camera as well now, actually, just to prove, because I mean the viewers would know this, but when we chatted before to set up this, you were open to sending me some, but I said, don't send it, you know, just so that we could keep it impartial. I will go and purchase it myself, so nobody can say you put some special portion in it and you give me a certain one to taste, and you know what I mean. So all right, so we just talk about outside the food hall here. We got all the certified scoop lollies, except the apple and the grape because I tasted that already. So we go in with I'm gonna taste the fruit-based ones first. So we go in with the cola champagne first. Let's see. I don't know why this package is so difficult to open. Oh Lord. But I can't undo that already. All right. I can smell it. I know what I'm eating, but just more that cola champagne flavor. Right, next, cream soda. Again, these packages pressure to open. Again, smelling it. So smell the cola champagne, smell the cream soda, so I know what I'm gonna eat. Same thing, it could do it a little more flavor. It's there, but it could do it a little more flavor. The flavor is just not as pronounced as they need to be. Alright, time for the milk ones. Smelling the strawberry. Okay, much better. Much better. Yeah. Definitely tasting the strawberry. This you're definitely getting the strawberry flavor in this one. Tasting good, tasting like a typical strawberry lolly. What's the price?
Cola champagne $7.95. Cream soda $7.95. All the milk ones are $12.50. I mean, I don't know how much for a lollipop. Would I pay $12.50 for that? I don't know, but it tastes good though. I'll give him that. Definitely get the strawberry flavor though. I don't know what's going on with the fruit ones because the apple and the grape was the same thing. You're not getting the flavor. Right, peanut. Oh god, I better get this. Smell it immediately. I don't even have to put my nose to it. Okay. Well done. That was good. Interested to find out the price of the competition lollies. Coconut. A local favorite. Smelling the coconut. Not as much flavor, or the flavor isn't as pronounced as much as the peanut and the strawberry. The texture is good as well. I didn't talk about texture. The texture of the milk-based ones, nice and smooth, melting in your mouth. Nice consistency throughout, even consistency. The ice ones I find they're real icy. You know that kind of, I don't know how to describe it, but cookies and cream. Apparently this one is a hot favorite. A whole cookie in there. So without biting the cookie, I almost don't even know what I'm eating. I'm not biting the cookie now and see if it helps. So obviously when you buy the cookie, you get any cookie, but what is the cream base? I'm not even getting like, is it vanilla base? Yeah, I would have like a little vanilla or some kind of flavor to come out, because the cream, I would say with all of them are getting, one of the first things that hits in my tongue is the sweetness. And for me, the flavor of the lolly should be hitting my tongue first. If it's cookies and cream, I should know the minute I put it on my tongue, cookies and cream. But this one, you get any cookie obviously when you bite it, but the cream, I don't really get any cream. And the texture of this is closer to the fruit lolly when compared to the coconut, peanut and strawberry. The textures of those were better. Yeah, so I'm kind of surprised that this is a popular one, honestly. I think overall, the flavors could be much more prominent in the fruit lollies, and the milk lollies were definitely better. In cookies and cream, for me, yeah, they need to kind of balance out the flavor with the cream and the cookie. And the price, interesting to compare the prices. I should have done that in food hall.
Probably about 2 months ago, I actually tasted the apple and the grape in Tobago from Harvest God. He actually gave me those two to taste, but I tasted all the other flavors today, because the ones he gave me in Tobago, it kind of looked as though it thawed and was frozen over. So I'm not going to judge you on that, right? We just leaving that one out, right? But all the others, I appreciate that, man. But all the others are tasted today. So what I would say about the fruit ones is that when I opened it, you could definitely smell the actual flavor. So the cola champagne, the cream soda, like I could smell it. So I knew this is cola champagne, this is cream soda. So that was an immediate plus. Yeah? The look, the packaging is excellent. I love the packaging. I love the packaging, which is important because we eat with our eyes first, right? So how I do it, I eat with my eyes, then our nose, then mouth, right? So it looked good. It smelled good because I knew, boy, it kind of take me back to when I was a kid now. You know, you're smelling it now. The only thing I would say is that for the fruit, is that the flavors could have been a bit more pronounced. Like I find the flavors could have been a little more, but I wanted to ask you if the price played a played a part in that?
No, the price didn't play a part in it. I didn't want it too sweet. So maybe
Okay.
that possibly changed the taste a bit. And this is something that I'm open to as well, trying to get the product as perfect or as close to perfect as possible.
Yeah.
And that's why I love the feedback from people. I had a couple of people that say, I love it because it's not too sweet. I don't have to drink water right after. And I've also had people who said it's not sweet enough for their liking. So it's sort of just to
Yeah.
find that balance. But initially, I wanted it for everybody. Kids, I know parents are very, very picky on sometimes the thing their children eat and how much sugar it have in it. So
Yeah.
that was the thought process for the ice lollies, and I'm still trying in the background to get it as close as perfect as possible, and also adhering and listening to what people think about it, so that I could then make those changes to have an overall
Yeah.
better product.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Because I told myself I was like, I'm a big fan of Jamel. So let me don't lie. Let me taste this thing
No.
properly.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
because the
Yeah.
smell. So as I said, the sight of it, excellent. The smell, excellent. It's just that
Yeah.
the taste just didn't match the smell because like
Okay.
before I even put it to my nose, I could have
Yeah.
smelled cola champagne, smell cream soda, which I
Yeah.
was like,
Yeah.
boom, yeah man, yeah man.
Yeah.
He onto
Yeah.
something, you know?
So it's to
But
essentially have that aspect now, just follow through on that finish line, and
yeah,
maybe having the taste a little bit more potent,
yeah, yeah,
more stronger.
yeah,
So I absolutely know what you mean. I've had calls and messages with those sort of same experiences as well. So
yeah.
I appreciate
But
you being honest, most
for sure,
importantly.
for sure, for sure. But to follow up on what you said, you are correct though. You have to know your demographic now. If it is
Yeah.
kids are the ones predominantly buying it and parents are cautious of the sugar content, you know, or the different ingredients, you know, the contents in it. So then, you know, maybe that you have to put before persons like myself who want everything to be a little more pronounced now. So fair
Yeah.
enough. And I mean, it's not feedback is feedback, you know. I'm not trying to because Jamel, I'll tell you something. I hate to see somebody taste something. It tasting good. No, tell the
Me
boy
too.
how it tastes. You know, let it be real
Me
now.
too.
You know, let
That's
it be
the
real.
only way to grow. That's the only way
Correct.
to grow.
Correct.
And
Correct.
I've had some of that feedback while having a couple of content creators do a review on how they found the taste. 95%, if not all of them, enjoyed it. So on my side, I was thinking, I really hope that they did
Yeah,
enjoy it.
yeah,
But I was
yeah.
hearing a
Same
different
thing.
story from consumers as well too. But essentially, all customers are important. It's not just, I understand kids are the ones who buying it a lot. I would like this product to be great for everybody. And the criticism is what I need. The positive criticism is what I need. That's
Yeah,
the only way I would know to make this product a better product.
yeah.
So
No,
I
yeah,
appreciate the feedback for that for sure.
yeah, definitely. And the cream ones, sorry, what would you call the other one? What did you class
Milk
them
lollies,
as? Milk
the milk
lollies, right?
lollies.
Sorry,
Yeah,
milk lollies. So the strawberry, same
yeah,
thing. Loved how it looked, loved how it
yeah,
smelled, you know, I could smell the strawberry
yeah.
and it tastes real good. Now, I am not a strawberry
Thank you.
fan, eh? But the
Okay,
flavor was there. It was the sweetness level was enough for me. You know,
thank you.
what you said earlier about not needing water, that was true because I didn't even think about that, but I didn't feel for water after. So
No,
that's a
I
good
would eat
point.
ice cream sometimes, even lollies sometimes, and feel for water after because of the sweetness. And I have to take into consideration everybody as well. So it's a working in progress for sure. And the milk lollies, I didn't want it. Same thing as the ice, overbearing to the point where I need at least 2 bottles of water after
Yeah.
I eat like 2 or 3 lollies. So thank you for that
Yeah,
feedback as well.
now for me, the strawberry and the peanut, same thing. Look good, smell good, taste. If I
Thank
had to
you.
be honest, the peanut was probably my favorite, and that's only
Yeah,
because I'm not a fan of strawberry. But
I
the strawberry
understand.
was good. The strawberry was
Yeah,
just as good,
thank
but
you.
I'm just not a fan of strawberry. Yeah,
Yeah,
the coconut was good too. The only
Yeah.
like if I had to criticize the coconut, maybe a little more coconut flavor.
Yeah.
You know?
So getting the variation for that, and that's why I
Yeah.
love your feedback, is because it's hitting what I know in the background needs to be changed, and you're
Okay.
telling me exactly what I know that have to be changed as well, which is what I know you're being honest as well with your
Yeah. No,
feedback.
for
So
sure,
thank
for
you for that.
sure. For
Yeah.
sure. The cookies and cream though kind of let me down because I was expecting, because I hear everybody talking about this cookies and cream. I was
Yeah.
like, I'm saving this cookies and cream for last. I want to
Yeah.
taste this one last.
Yeah.
But my only criticism is that the milk base for that
Yeah.
didn't really have any type of prominent flavor now. Because like, so what I did, Jamel, right? I
Yeah.
actually tasted it without the cookie, and then I tasted it
Okay.
with the cookie.
Okay.
So with the cookie is good because you're getting the
Yeah.
cookie flavor. Yeah.
Yeah.
But the base by itself, I'm
Yeah.
not getting anything now. You know, so
I would give you a
so I wasn't
secret.
sure.
It's
Sure.
I'll give you a secret. It's a coconut base for the cookies and
Okay.
cream as well. So it's not as pungent as the coconut flavor, but it does
Okay.
have a coconut base for the cookies and cream. Not a strong one. We've done some fixing on that, and the ones
Okay.
for the past 2 weeks have been more of the cookies and cream, I would say, that people are looking for.
Why coconut base though?
So I wanted a different. That was my
Okay,
option, which
fair
was
enough.
probably the worst option I could have
No,
done.
fair
But I
enough, fair
wanted
enough.
something different on the market because I felt like cookies and cream is like cookies and cream. You go buy a cookies and cream somewhere, it's like it's just cookies and cream now. So
Yeah.
I wanted like a different taste for it. So I tried sort of like 30% coconut base in it, and that didn't go the way I wanted it to go. Some people like it because they are lovers of coconut, and then some people didn't like it that much
Yes.
because they're not lovers of coconut, and they're possibly accustomed to a particular taste of cookies and cream that the product didn't meet the standard. But I've done adjustments, and thank you very much for that feedback too, because I tell people, I be honest, they would ask me what's my favorite flavor, and they would expect me to say all. But I tell them it's the peanut, it's the coconut, then the cookies and cream and strawberry, because I personally is not a strawberry lover as yourself, but I also understand that there's options out there. So I don't
Definitely.
want to just come up with products that I like.
Yeah, so like I think for me, Jamel, with the cookies and cream, right? Funny
Yeah.
how you explain the coconut flavor and why you went that route, etc. But I think like with me and maybe other human beings, of the psychological impact of memory and the name. You know, when you hear cookies and cream, I was honestly expecting a vanilla-based milk lolly with cookies in
Yeah.
it. You know, so it
Yeah.
kind of caught me off guard now. But I would say you are correct. We in
Yeah.
Trinidad and Tobago, we love coconut. So you are correct. You know,
Yeah.
now that you explain it to me, I would kind of rock back now and say, well, okay, maybe it's
Yeah.
not for me, but
Yeah.
I do understand why he's doing that. So that
Yeah.
makes sense, you know, business
Yeah.
wise, and that makes sense to go that route.
And I had a lot of like extensive taste testing for a long period of time, trying to figure out, do I want it the traditional way? Do I want it a whole lot different? And sometimes things are just left being the way it is. So if it's a particular way that cookies and cream are, sometimes it just maybe had to go, but it was a jump on my side for putting a little bit of more of a different flavor on the cookies and cream. But the feedback that you gave there, it was spot on as well, and it helps me to be somebody that can make a better product now and have a better
Definitely.
product on the market. So thank you for your feedback. Some good feedback there, bro.
Yeah, because like what you said, like if I had to give you a story with Foodie Nation, there are many times we would create a series and we would be arguing over like the little details. And then at the end, Jamel, here we'll say, you know what? Let me just pull out 3, 4 episodes, 5 episodes, and just see what they say. Let the audience decide which way we go. Procrastinate and procrastinate until thy kingdom comes. So you might as well just put it out And let me hear what people
Yeah,
say.
exactly. But if it's one thing that I realized as well too, while getting feedback from a lot of the people fixing the pack problem, as you mentioned, by showing them how easy it is to open as well. Because I know even myself, I went to purchase at a store and I was fighting up to open it the traditional way, just trying to open. I was like, why it's so hard? I had to make a call. I was like, I can't open the lolly. What shall I do? It's like people need to eat it, right? So
Yeah, they
I
don't
end
just
up,
need to buy it, eh?
yeah, they need to eat it as well. So I had a conversation with the team, and we had a demonstration of how we open it, and also try to fix the problem of the traditional way of opening the pack as well.
Well, look at that,
But
because today when I figured out how to open it, I didn't even know that was the way how to open it. You know,
yeah,
so
yeah, yeah,
so maybe you should do like videos probably once a
yeah.
week, just to kind of make sure everybody see how to open it. These little things is kind of turn off people too, no?
100%. Because if I purchase something and it's extremely hard to open, or I need a scissors now, like why again a scissors? And if I don't have a scissors on me, if I go into the beach, why would I have something like that on me? So
Yeah,
especially for ladies with nails, kids when they're trying to open it. So I want the product as simple as possible. I just don't want to put the tear, because next thing you know, real plenty of the lollies tear, the tear that some of the packs have.
yes,
So it's
yes,
now for me
yes,
to
yes,
figure out
yes.
the best way possible and the easiest way possible for people to enjoy the product. Everything that you said, I definitely taking notes. And when the cookies and cream is changed as well too, which is it has been integrated 2 weeks. So when it reaches in the area that you're from as well, I will let you know.
For sure, for
If you're
sure.
great enough to try it again.
Yeah, nah, for sure. Well, I had to take Jordan. You see how he getting on.
Wow, boy, wow, boy. But I absolutely
Yeah.
love this conversation as well. Side note, I love what you do as well. I would say I definitely became a lot more of a food person when it comes to taste and critiquing as well too. Looking at some of you guys' videos as well. My mom consumes your content. That's actually how I know it, by the way, my mom.
Nice, nice.
So from her, so side note, I just want to say love what you guys do, and I love the dedication that you guys put with the production and making sure that people get content, which is extremely important. So
Yeah.
thank you very much to you and your team for that as well, man.
Nah, appreciate it, man.
Yeah,
my
man.
dog, boy, my dog
Trying to get
scratching.
inside now.
No, they're inside. So I actually have two personal protection German Shepherds who live in the house with us now. So they're there
Okay,
chilling.
okay.
Yeah, they're there chilling.
So I have two dogs as well, two Malinois. Is a male and a female. One name is Spartacus, the other, she's Ella. They're very loving dogs, but when I tell you they can destroy things, chargers, they eating the fence. I built a nice big fence for them and they eating on the fence to try to get out. And it's like, wow, but they're loving dogs. I initially wanted a German Shepherd, didn't get the opportunity to get one. So I went to the Malinois, and I just love pets now.
You train them like yourself, or they have like a pet trainer or something, or?
I train them. Well, I train Spartacus myself. Ella is newly added to the family. She still needs a lot of training. But she'll boss around Spartacus. Even though Spartacus is like a year and a half older than her, she will boss him around. She sleeps in his kennel, and he's not allowed to go in her kennel. So he has to sleep outside on the ground. So it's a representation of happy wife, happy life kind of situation as well too. So
yeah.
Those dogs, I love them. I love them.
Just to kind of close on the whole flavors and tasting and that kind of thing. You took it very responsibly and very professionally, because it has some people you can't get them feedback. You know what I mean?
Boy, with the mom I grew up with, she taught me a lot of things. Humble, always be humble no matter where you are in life, the good, the bad, always be humble and don't look at criticism as a bad thing. It is something that helps the overall value of an item, of a person, of people. So I appreciate that acknowledgement as well too. I know, and I say thank you and appreciate and thanks, man. And I say that a lot. That's because I get a lot of whooping when I was younger to say those things. Please, thank you. I have respect when I go by the neighbor. I have respect when my mother talking to her friends. I used to butt in the conversations if they're talking about a little bacchanal. That didn't end well. So that part of me, I would thank my mom for that. I would thank my mom. Yeah, boy.
So just to kind of get into some details around the whole certified scoop business, right? So earlier when we started to talk about how it tastes and thing and my experience tasting it, I asked you about the pricing, right? So like what was the strategy behind the pricing? Because I completely forgot to do this in food hall, but I actually wanted to compare the pricing as well now before I taste it.
Yeah.
But I forgot to do it now to compare it to like some of the other competitors. I won't call any names, but just to kind of get an idea of like what was the reason behind. So at food hall, the fruit base ones were I think $7.90 and the milk base ones were I think $12.50 or something like that, right? So any particular reason behind those prices, or like what's the strategy behind those prices?
So the strategy, it's 100% locally made as well. So it's more of a local flavor, more of a local taste to it. So when it comes to the ingredients, it's a lot different from, let's just say, competitors as well. When it comes to the price, and as you know, when you sell a supermarket at a particular price, they're in control of what they sell it back at. So when it comes to the price, we have a wholesale price that we sell it to clients at, and they are in control to what they sell it back at. So that's the most I could say on that topic there as well.
Okay.
But
so
different places, different pricing.
Okay. Well, that was my next question.
Yeah,
that was my next question.
Yeah.
Okay. Understand. Is it close to your competitors? Because as I said, I wasn't able to check it.
So no. So let's just say, for example, the competitor, I believe the ice ones are for like $6 or $5. It's a big difference. I think I'm supposed to know if it's between 5 or 6, but it's either 5 or 6 for the ice. My ice is at 7, some places $7.50. For the milk, the competitors are at $8. For me, some places I'm at 10, and some places I'm at 12. Again, I am not in control what the supermarkets sell it as, but I do know they have their audience. Environment is different as well too. Places is different as well too. As much as I try to have a suggested retail price, I understand that that varies as well in business.
Yeah, what has the feedback been so far based on the price?
No complaints, honestly.
Okay,
and
good.
Funny enough, food hall is one of our top selling clients as well. So that's great to know as well. On their side, they're pushing a lot of product, and they were very supportive in the youth entrepreneurship part of me, and actually took the product extremely early in the process of trying to find supermarkets. Because one of the difficulties I had was, it's not traditional. This man young, he don't have a big team behind him. It's not a big business. We don't see the proof of concept anywhere else. He didn't start in particular places. He's just coming straight to the supermarkets, and not, some moms and pop stores and events and whatnot. So food hall was one of those clients as well too, that was very open to taking the product in the early stages of me launching the product. But as I mentioned, different places, different pricing. It would have. I try my best to have it at an affordable price for people. But of course, understanding that the taste and quality of the product that I have is more of a local spin, and I would love for the product to be as home as possible.
Just to follow up what you said on pricing, right? So like my take on it, Jamel, because yes, you're absolutely right. For the average viewer who may not know, these places are in total control in most cases of the prices. Unless you are a huge conglomerate who could dictate to them, you are at the mercy of these places. Yeah. And 100%. In addition to that, Jamel spoke about the credit line. Most of them is 30, 60-day credit lines that you have to be waiting. Some places more. Again, something else to factor in when Jamel is talking about financing the business, cash flow, having capital, these are things that the average person not seeing.
The responsibility of a business owner is great. Many different aspects of a business that sometimes you find out, yeah, you don't even know. You find out in the middle of it, hey, this is an expense as well. Hey, this is a problem. We need to rectify this now. Hey, the client finished and they're so far away. We need to get the product to them, and not having a big distribution company to have it in everywhere as possible. So it's many different things and challenges and difficulties that you go through in growing up a business as well. So behind the scenes, to anybody looking right now, behind the scenes, you're gonna have to push through and understand your market and go for your market. Because I always say it have a market for everyone. And of course, the best market is the most affordable one. You know, people love things when it's affordable as well. But I always say it have a market for everything as well. And it's sort of, I'm trying to build my clientele, build my market, build the people who I would like to purchase the product, which is everybody, essentially.
You know, just to follow up on what you were saying, like we obviously interact with a lot of food entrepreneurs, right? If you have a product, you might have a food spot, if it's breakfast, lunch, dinner, whatever it is, right? So a lot of them feel like they need Foodie Nation to come by them and do a video, you know, to get them today, or they need Certified Sampson to post a picture, he eating their product for it to work. And I tell all of them, Jamal, I'm like, tell your story. Because at the end of the day, only you could tell your story. And people seem to forget that people buy from people. We are emotional beings. So there's a reason why people are paying more money for your product, Jamal. Is because you have built a community over 8 years. You know, you are open to them. You all these stories behind you, your mother, your girlfriend, your sister, you know, all these little skits about your father. You know what I mean? You're speaking openly about these things. So over the years, like me and my nephew, I can't remember if I was saying this earlier, but we would literally sit down and watch video after video after video after video of you. You know, because we are followers. So it's a no-brainer that my nephew want the lollies and, you know, craving it and thing. Because not to make it sound weird or anything, but you have converted him. He is a supporter now. He's a full-time supporter. You know what I mean?
Wow.
So like that would be my thinking behind why persons would be willing to pay more for your product now.
Yeah. And it's something that I think you're very spot on that as well. This is a new form of entrepreneurship that I'm going up against as well. So I'm not going to have the answers for everything, but I am going to answer when I don't have the answer to something. But that what you just said, I wasn't thinking about that. But now that you mentioned it, is a very important point as well. My main factor was when I was trying to come up with the taste and the experience I would like people to have. It was more of a local feel, more of a home feel, more of a, yeah, boy, this made down here kind of situation. So I wasn't looking at it from the perspective of the pricing being influenced by the community, because I'm not one of those persons, high price because I'm Sampson. No, that was not it at all. As you know, with a business, it have manufacturing prices, it have packaging prices, it have all different pricing when it comes to having a product made. So I obviously try my utmost best to keep it in a region that, you know, people could at least taste the product, and hopefully once they like it, they go back again. But I love that take that you had on it as well.
Because to put it in another way, Jamal, right? Your competitors would now watch you, because I was going on the assumption that it was priced pretty close, right? So if it was priced pretty close, my question would have been, what are you prepared to do if they drop their price? Because some of your competitors have the ability to do that. They have the capital to drop their price for like 18 months, 24 months, and just let you sweat. You know what I mean? But the fact that you are higher than them and you're still selling your product, it says a lot about the brand. The brand has
it's the people. No,
well, yeah, definitely.
What you just said there is something that opened up my mind a little bit more, because I wasn't thinking about that aspect of it. I appreciate support when it comes. I am grateful for it. I know that people is buying it because it's like, hey, there's somebody we looked at on our screens, a young man doing content. Now he has his own product. Let's go support him. So I saw that aspect of it. but I didn't think about it as something that would manipulate the price, saying if it's higher, if it's lower. It was just based on the quality of the product and the type of
Yeah.
market I wanted to reach out at as well. And also, Certified Scoop isn't just lollies. I'm gonna have products that fits the price range for someone who's not looking for something around that price as well too. So I have many different items, and Certified Scoop lollies is just the beginning. We have pint coming. We have other things that I can't talk about yet, but I can talk about the pint. And I know pint is coming very, very soon. And I'm excited to see as well, show the love to the young people as well. I have a lot of great things coming. I want to say a lot here. I'm very excited and eager to, but I can't. But when it comes to young people and the business that we're growing, it's definitely going to be in one. A lot of opportunities will be given as well.
Yeah.
To young persons. So yeah.
Nice one. But just to be clear, right, to the viewers, I am not telling Jamel to raise his price. I am just saying it shows how powerful the brand Certified Sampson is now and how much buy-in the brand has, which is a good thing. Yeah, just to make that clear, you know what I mean? Because it's a good thing. It's a real good thing. And hopefully you could let Foodie Nation come and get a little behind the scenes, look at the the whole production,
Absolutely.
maybe, or something
Absolutely.
like that. No, yeah, that should be good.
Yes, the whole process of it being done. Yeah.
So just to kind of backtrack a little bit now, right? So earlier we would have spoke about Certified Sampson, the start, your mom, you starting to kind of play her. Then when we spoke about the launch of Lollies, you basically said that is almost like a full-time job. And then on top of that, you had to come and create content for the platform, and all that. How do you balance, your work and your personal life?
End goal. Because I am the brand ambassador for Popeyes as well. So I have monthly content to do for them. And with that Certified Sampson content, with that Certified Scoop social media page, with that being on the road and making sure that the products is out there. What I do to motivate myself is understand the end goal and what the end goal is. And it honestly is to bring a different sort of respect to content creation, but also give many different opportunities. When I started this, bro, I had a lot of challenges, as you saw before with the camera quality. Sort of just like coming up with all the ideas by myself and not having a huge team to do it. So it's like I want to invest now in people who have this goal, have this dream. So I look at the end goal. The people is what feed me in terms of the motivation and the drive to do it. It's honestly people. I sound like a politician here, but it's the people who honestly give me that drive. Anytime I think, okay, today is just one of those days, because I've had tough days recently for the past 2 months. I would say some tough ones, and the motivation comes from, hey, I have people out there waiting to see some content from me and have a laugh. So who am I to stop that when they are the ones that looking for it? That's sort of the end goal there. I would say it's exhausting.
So I have 2 more questions, right? What's been the most surprising thing you've learned about entrepreneurship? And when I'm talking about entrepreneurship, I'm talking about from day one of Certified Sampson to now.
When I go to these supermarkets, I love how I'm treated, not as Certified Sampson, but as somebody who has a product, and I would go through the screening. So all these supermarkets I'm in, I've had a lot of no's. I don't want to call the various places, but I've had a lot of no's. And I like that is the process, because it shows me as well too, it's a lot of work being an entrepreneur. Yes, I would say for some places it's a little bit easier because they know who I am and whatnot. But with that being said, the process in which to get the product in the store, they have to go through the right channels. I enjoy that process, and I also enjoy the exhausting process, because I know this is not something that's going to last for long. Eventually, it's going to be at a point where I'm going to hire some young people. I'm going to have an office. I'm going to have a team bigger than the one that I already have, opportunities for other people, and as well as sort of ticking those end goals, and who knows where it could end up. It could spark a different idea, a new idea as well. So the whole journey, I would say, I always go into things. I don't ever do something that's gonna take away from my time or not add to what my time is being taken away to do. So I always do things that have some sort of value in the future. So the whole process, by the way, I talk a lot, bro. I'm sure you realize I explain things through and through, but essentially the whole journey of being an entrepreneur is a very hard one, and I love the fact that I get to experience this as well, because what I go through is now advice for someone. I could be able to tell a young person, okay, don't do this because I did it. You will end up in some headache down the line. Do not do this aspect of it. It's a process of Certified Sampson, started 8 years ago, and 8 years of work led me to here. Certified Scoop, out for about 2 months and a half. I have a long way to go, bro. Just get started. It now start, and I have a lot to do. So that, to answer your question, I love the entirety of the process.